Hi guys, namaste. Hi guys, how are you doing today? Today this is Lisa, just Lisa. I'm going to give you a story today, and today's story time, guys. So get ready, listen to the story, and make sure before you watch, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share, and comment down below, guys. Tell me your opinion, you know. Guys, before I make this video, I would like to apologize for taking so long without posting anything. I'm sick. You can even hear my voice, guys. I've been having cough, runny nose, and I was told that it's allergy. So I don't know, when we're like this we always catch many stuff, and so I'm not snoring a lot, but I just having a hard time breathing, or I hope I'll be fine. But I said, since it's been so long without talking to you guys, I miss you so much. I miss you, my people, my guys, my dears, my friends, my family. I decided to give you this story even though my voice is not good. But I hope you're gonna listen to it. So let's get to it. So today, guys, it's about the story about my laparoscopy or my cyst removal, because I just posted a video and showed you how the procedure went and stuff, but I never gave you like the whole story, like how everything started. So guys, in January I woke up on this terrible pain on my left side, like on my left side, my lower abdomen, and I couldn't, walk. I couldn't walk at all. I was feeling terrible. I decided to take some Tylenol, and once I took them, I was feeling a little bit better. So the day passed, and like a week passed, and again it came. This time it came in the middle of the night when I was sleeping, and I remember I wanted to roll over on my other side, and I couldn't roll over. I just started screaming like, "Oh my God, oh my God." I woke up, I woke my husband up. I told him that I'm in so much pain. I told him that, you remember last week I had this pain again? He said, yeah. So this pain again came back. And it was I was sweating, guys. And it was like holding my breath, Like when I tried to breathe, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't take a deep breath. And it was terrible. I felt paralyzed on one side. I screamed, I cried a lot at night. And yeah, so the pain was unbearable. So I said we shouldn't go to the emergency room right now because it's too late, and we have the kids and we need to take them to my mom. I decided to go to the ER in the morning. So we woke up, we took the kids, and we went to the ER. And when I was there, I explained everything. They took a urine sample, they took a blood sample, and they did an ultrasound. And I just remember when I was laying in there in that room, I was shaking so much. I was shaking, and because they were doing an transvaginal ultrasound, they wanted to make sure I was good, everything was good, and it was just like a week after I discovered that I was pregnant, It was just a week. So, and when I first felt like the pain, I had this feeling, and it was really bad feeling, because my friend told me that once she got an ectopic pregnancy, and it was feeling the same, And I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this is what I have now. I was so terrified. I was just laying there scared about the news that I'm going to get, because I knew they were going to say that, you know what, you got an ectopic pregnancy, And I was just praying. I was there. I told my husband, I'm afraid a lot. This is an ectopic pregnancy. So, and I was just looking at the lady doing the ultrasound, just looking at her. I was saying, if I see her trying to make, funny face. That would mean that there was something very wrong. But she was just there, trying to smile a little bit. And my husband was like seated behind me on a chair. He was just like, how many babies are in there? Oh my gosh. And then my legs were doing like this. I was so scared. And the lady said, no, just one. And it's seated in the uterus. I was like, oh my gosh. Like a miracle, guys. I felt like this is a miracle. I was like, is he good? And she said, yeah, it's good. It's seated in the uterus. I was like, oh my gosh. I was scared. I started crying. I said, you know what? I was scared. I thought maybe I had an ectopic pregnancy. I cried a lot. And she said, oh, no, it's good. And then later she said, have you ever had a cyst? I was like, oh gosh, what is that? What the hell is that? And she's like, have you ever had one? I said, no, I've never had that. Okay. I was like, do I have one? She said, well, the doctor gonna tell you. I can't tell you. But at that time I knew I had one. But I wasn't terrified as much as I was before knowing that. So it was done and we went to the waiting room and the doctor came in. And she was like, congratulations, the baby is good. Congratulations, you have a baby in your tummy. But the only issue is you have a huge cyst on your ovary. Like a huge. I was like, huh? She was like, yeah, on your left ovary, you got a huge cyst. Oh my gosh. I was like, okay, what's next? Because I just didn't want to know or hear about surgery. She was like, well, it's huge and it's 11 centimeters. And that's really huge. We expect it to be like 5 centimeters so that we know that it can go on its own. But now since it's 11, make sure you schedule an appointment with your doctor so that you can, she can follow up your pregnancy and everything. I was like, yeah, I'm trying to schedule one next week. So guys, we went home. I knew, okay, that's what was going on. I called my OB and she scheduled one. We went to see her. She said, congratulations to the new addition. But now this cyst is too big. But we gotta watch and see what will happen. We're gonna check every 2 weeks and see what's going on, I was like, okay, let's wait. And we went home and the pain kept on coming every other day, like every other day. And my doctor said, make sure you take Tylenol when you have the pain because that pain is too much. It's like, I don't even compare that pain with a contraction, guys, because it's crazy. You feel like you're paralyzed. Oh my gosh. And she kept on keeping an eye on it, checking me every time. And I remember when I was 12 weeks pregnant, I had an ultrasound scheduled to check, to do the what is it called again? Oh my gosh, I don't remember. I can't read it. I'll write the name down, guys. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm not a doctor. Yeah, so I went to that and I was told that the cyst was already 15 centimeters. That instead of shrinking, yours is growing. We don't know what will happen next, but we'll just pray that it goes away. So they sent all the results to my doctor and my doctor called me. We met and she was like, you know what? This thing is growing too big. I'm afraid you will need surgery. I was like, oh no, I don't even want to hear about surgery. I hate surgery, guys. I don't know why. I'm not just that person who enjoys surgery. And I know nobody enjoys it, but oh my gosh, it's crazy. So, she told me that I have to give you options. I have to let you know about all the options you got. She told me, you got this option. We may leave it in there and see how it goes, or we may take it out by laparoscopy, or we may drain it, like just inserting a needle in your abdomen and trying to drain the water, because it was showing that it was just fluids. But before we drain it, we will need you to do an MRI to make sure it's just fluids. And I was like, oh, is MRI recommended when somebody is like this? And she was like, yeah, it's the only way we can do that. It's the safest. Oh my gosh, I was like, okay, let's go for that. I went and did my MRI, and all the results was sent to her. But she called me, she was like, it's fluids, but there is something unclear that I can't even determine, or any other person can even determine, because it's a little bit, it looks like some veins, like I don't know what she said. I don't even know how to explain that, guys. But she said they cannot drain it since it shows some, I don't know what. Because she told me that if we drain it and it's not fluids only, that means that little hole will keep on draining the liquids in your abdomen, you know. And if that liquid is not good, or it's contagious, or it's infectious, or it's I don't know what, then all that place will be messed up and you will get more serious condition. And if it's cancer, that means the cancer is going to spread in all your body. And I was so terrified. I was like, no, I can't do that. Just don't drain it. Let's watch it. She was like, okay, we can just watch you through this. But remember that right now, you are in your second trimester. This is the best time for us to do that. Let me go home and talk to my mom and my husband, because they are my guardian angel. Whatever they tell me, that's what I'm going to follow. And I went home. My mom and my husband said, you know what, go for surgery, because we don't want it to get drained, and after like a month again it will fill up, and they will need to drain it again, because the doctor said it will keep on coming if we drain it, you know. So I said, okay, maybe I should go for that. We called the doctor and we scheduled the surgery. I went there with my husband, and I was in the prep room like for an hour, and I was just watching my kids on the phone. Like they were giving me strength, and my husband being there, I felt like, yeah, I can do this, because I was seeing my kids on the phone. And then they came for me, they picked me up. They took me in the operating room, and I just remember this huge mask coming on my face, and the guy was like, young lady, we're going to take care of you. I was like, please, I can't wait this to be done. And my doctor came, she was like, Lisa, don't be afraid, we're going to take care of you. And I was shaking again. I was scared, but I was like, okay, everything I leave in God's hand, and let's do it. So they knocked me down and I was down like for 2 good hours. I just remember when I woke up and I was in so much pain. I was screaming. I was like, my back is hurting, my back is killing me. They kept on pushing some pain medication in my IV. So, and I remember after like 15 minutes, they brought my husband in the recovery room. I was so happy to see him, and he was so happy to see me. They took us in our room. We stayed there for like 2 hours. I called my mom and my kids on video. We chatted. Even though my voice was groggy from the intubation, excuse me, but I was fine. I was happy to see everybody, and I felt like I wanted to go use the bathroom. And when I went there, I was feeling this weird pain, and I asked the nurse, did they put something down there? And she's like, yeah, they put catheter And I was like, what? When? She was like, when they knock you down, that's when they put it. I was like, no, why do you guys play with people's body? Why don't you just do it when somebody's awake? Don't wait when somebody's like unconscious and play with them, you know? You can't just play with somebody who is unconscious. Do it when they're awake. You know, guys, imagine, how do they place a catheter when you're unconscious? Like, they undress you and do stuff when you don't even know. That's terrible. That's not good at all. I don't like that procedure at all. I wish they can do that when you're awake. Anyway, don't mind me. So we stayed there for 2 hours, and my doctor had left to go home already because it was like midnight. She just told me that before she left, she said, you know what, see you, call me tomorrow if you have any concern, but I hope you're gonna be fine. So she left, and the lady came, you know what, now it's been 2 hours, let's go walk. We went for a short walk, and I knocked it down. She was like, wow, you ready to go home? You know, I was like, okay. And she told me, make sure you take your medication, your pain medication at home. I was like, I don't have any. I knew you guys gonna give me some. And she was like, no, your doctor gave you some papers that you're gonna show to the pharmacy. Make sure you pass by the pharmacy. And I was like, oh, maybe we have them at home, because all the papers we got from the doctors are at home. So we went home. Going in the car was easy, but getting out of the car was hard. My husband struggled to get me out of the car. I was in so much pain, I was screaming at midnight. And I think all the neighbors were like, ooh, something is bad, you know. So we went in the house, tried to find the papers. We never found any paper. How are we gonna get the pain medication without papers? Oh my gosh, this was terrible, guys. This was really terrible. So I had only Tylenol. I never had any other medication. We said we can't call the doctors, too late already. I can't take ibuprofen, because when you're pregnant, you can't take ibuprofen. Oh my gosh, so I was like, now what are we gonna do? I tried to climb in my bed. I couldn't because it's elevated. I tried to sleep, but I couldn't because I was in so much pain. So I took Tylenol. It never helps at all. I slept like for 2 hours, and at 4 a.m. I was in so much pain. I was shaking. My body was trembling because of the pain, and I didn't have any medication. Oh, I just prayed, and I took ice packs. I put on my tummy and I slept again. And I woke up around 7 a.m. We tried to call the doctor, but they were not open. We tried again at 8, and we said, you know what? And we said, you know what? We don't have pain medication. And she was like, how? Oh, you guys have to buy it. Why didn't you go get it at the pharmacy? We were like, we don't have any papers from you. She's like, no, yesterday I gave you papers, you know. And we're like, no, we don't have it. We tried to check in all the papers and we didn't see it. And she was like, okay, hold on a second, let me check in my office. And she checked, guys, to see that she has it in her office. She called apologizing. She's like, I'm really sorry. Oh my gosh, I can't imagine what Lisa's going through. Like almost 8 hours without any medication. That's crazy. She was like, can you please come? She told my husband to go and pick it up. My husband had to run and pick it up because I was already having contractions. I was feeling like I was going to deliver a baby. It was bad, guys. And the doctor said, if you keep feeling that pressure or the contraction, go to the emergency room so that they can check on you, you know. And I was like, okay. But my husband came with the medication. I took some and I felt relieved. I slept like a baby, and I started feeling the baby movement, because before I never felt any. I was told at 15 to 16 you may start feeling those because you've had kids before. But for me, I never felt anything because my cyst was really big that it was laying all over like it was laying on my uterus, guys, and I couldn't even hear any movement. And even the doctor getting my like trying to hear baby's heartbeat in all the appointments, she could use ultrasound because she couldn't hear anything from the Doppler due to that huge cyst laying on my uterus, so nothing was felt. Guys, that was crazy. But that morning I was feeling it. I was feeling those little kicks, and I was like, wow, this is good experience. I was just praying that everything goes well, my baby grows well. Guys, I was feeling good, and I took only the pain medication for only 3 days, and after that I was feeling good. But this bad thing also happened. I developed a bad cough. I had this crazy cough that came from I don't know where, and I called my doctor. She was like, you know what, it's good to clear your lungs. She said it's good for you to cough, and the cough was only coming at night, so I couldn't even sleep, guys. Oh my gosh. So the whole week was like hell to me. The first week was bad, but I was only waiting for this news to know whether my cyst was benign or it was cancerous, because they have two options. It might be cancerous or not non-cancerous. So I was praying after all that scenario, the cyst to be good. And they were like, you know what, congratulations, your cyst was non-cancerous. I was relieved, like total relief, man, like total relief. I was like, thank you so much, God. Thank you, thank you. I didn't know I was going to get this good news. And I was so happy, guys. I was so happy. And on my 20 weeks appointment, they checked my ovary to see if the cyst was coming back. And they said, no, everything is good. You're healing good. And right now, guys, I'm praying that nothing comes back again. I'm just praying a lot because they said sometimes it comes back. But I hope that I'll be fine. I need your prayers, guys. Please pray for me during this pregnancy, that everything is good. I love this choo-choo baby so much. This baby is really strong. Everything we've been through, oh my gosh, it's been like hell, but it's hanging in there, you know. And one day I will tell this baby, you know what, you have to watch that video and know what me and you went through when I was expecting you. That's it, guys. That's all the story I had for you. I had to share this with you because many of you watched the first video and never knew what I went through. But this is the whole story, how it started and how we're coping to it now that we are halfway of our pregnancy. That's all the story, guys. Thank you so much for being part of us. We love you. Share this video with all the ladies you know went through this, or all the ladies who are going through this, you know, because when you hear somebody's story, you get some encouragement and inspiration, motivation, or you know, I like stories, and that's why I decided to share this with you. Thank you so much. Subscribe for more videos. We love you from the PL's family. And Choo-Choo Baby says hi. Thank you for being part of our journey. Bye, guys.